Hey there, it's Aaron Chen again. And before I show you guys how to actually get set up with your online custom editor and to show you how to build your landing pages and start to record your videos, I think it's very important for me to explain how the online model actually works, okay? And the reason why I have this right before you guys get set up with your landing pages is because a lot of people get confused about how the Carbon Copy Pro system actually works. And this is an important step because some of you guys might already have some online experience and you're already building some of your pages, maybe your blog, and you might get caught up in a lot of stuff that doesn't actually work and is not so important, all right? And especially if you're new at this, you've never done online marketing before, definitely pay attention because this is really going to explain to you where you should be focusing your attention on and where you should stop wasting your time. All right, so here we go. Now, this is what Carbon Copy Pro is built on, and this is the only thing that works in the online world. All right, first of all, you have to use attraction marketing methods. That means that you have to be attracting people towards you and you have to be branding yourself. All right, now what works offline does not work online. Okay, the everything that you know about offline marketing, about pitching your friends and family on a business model, this does not work online. All right, the first thing that is very important is that you need to offer value first. Okay, that means that you have to offer something that people want and they perceive as value driven in the online world. Because again, guys, this is the internet and there's so much rubbish out there. If you're not providing value, people aren't going to care about you. All right? So, what you have to stop doing is you can't pitch people directly on your business opportunity. You can, but it's very, very difficult to do that, all right? And you can only do this if you're very experienced, you know exactly what you're doing, and you're generating a ton of leads every day, all right? So the only way you can do this is really if you're generating over 30 or 40 or 50 leads a day. If you're not generating those kind of leads a day, then you cannot pitch people directly on your business opportunity, all right? So the easiest way to do this or the easiest way to gain traction in this business is to offer value first. All right, so people get to know you, they like you, and they trust you, and that's how you can start to become very effective in the online world. All right, so how does the Carbon Copy Pro system tie in? How does this actually work? All right, so the important thing to understand is that Carbon Copy Pro is an online marketing training system. Okay, so it solves a lot of the problems that almost all network marketers face. And they face a lack of leads, they face a lack of online marketing knowledge, they face a lack of online tools and systems so they know exactly how to convert people in their business and how to generate income, and they lack um, a targeted audience. Okay, so if you think about it, you're probably facing a lot of these problems as well, and this is why you decided to join Carbon Copy Pro, and this is why you decided to join my team. So if you think about it, if you are experiencing these problems, you think of all the other people around the world that are having the exact same problems that you're having, right? In fact, it's more than 99% of the market. Okay, so if you think about it, it's much easier to lead with Carbon Copy Pro in the front end than anything else because you're going to help a lot of people solve a lot of the problems that you're facing yourself. Okay? So that's exactly how it works. Now, this is how it works. What you need to do is you need to use the Carbon Copy Pro landing pages to attract people and help them solve their problems in the front end. Okay? So you need to start by targeting other network marketers. Okay? Because if you target network marketers, then you don't have to convince them on the business model. They know that it works, okay? They know that this is where they have to be to make money, but they're probably failing because they can't figure out how to actually generate income in their network marketing business. So you want to target these people. You know, the pool is massive. Don't worry about it running out, okay? Later on, once you start to generate income, you know what you're doing, then absolutely, you can go out there and you can target the world. You know, you can target people that aren't really involved in network marketing, okay? But to start off with, this is the market that you should hit. Now, what happens is that people should be coming into your Carbon Copy Pro landing page. Okay, they get led into the system. Okay, and what happens is once they come through the system, they basically see all the pages that you saw when you first came into the system. So they watch a video about you that you're going to be explaining about the system. Then they basically read up on the system and how Jay Kubasek, the CEO of Carbon Copy Pro, created the system and how he generated a lot of income, and why it's important to actually join a good system with a powerful team of entrepreneurs to help them to learn how to do their business online. Okay, and what this does is it creates value and it offers people a solution to their problems. Now, once people feel like they're getting a lot of value, and the system is really something that can teach them how to market properly online, teach them how to generate leads, teach them how to build a successful business online, then they come on board. Okay, now once they're in your Carbon Copy Pro team, they will get exposed to your primary business in the back end. So most of you should be in Wealth Masters, which is what I'm involved with. Okay, if you're not, then you should be looking at joining that and leading up to that. If you're in another business, that's absolutely fine as well. Okay, but again, they're going to get exposed to your primary business in the back end, and that's the best way to actually generate income and generate a lot of leads and be successful in this business. Okay, so that's how the flow of your marketing system should work. Now, this is what you shouldn't get caught up with. There are a lot of things in this business that don't generate profits, okay? For example, wasting time on perfecting your blog. You don't have to do that, all right? These are just time-consuming activities that don't actually make you any money, all right? For example, adding your picture to your emails, okay? That's not going to, at the end of the day, put money in your pocket. It's not going to increase your bottom line. Don't get caught up with connecting with thousands of people on, social sites like Facebook and Twitter just to make friends, and etc., etc., all right? Now, if you look at my blog, it's a pretty, I've put a lot of time into it. I put a lot of money into it. If you look at my emails, I do have pictures in my emails, and I do try and connect with some people on Facebook. All right. However, when I first got started, I didn't waste time with these things because at the end of the day, these aren't the things that generate you money. Okay. So if you're trying to generate leads or lead with different landing pages, I would recommend that you stop doing that right now, because the whole idea of getting on board inside my Carbon Copy Pro team is to do things that actually work. Okay, and this video right here is really for people that, again, don't understand what they're doing, or are trying to generate leads through their blog, or are wasting time with trying to perfect their emails and things like that. Guys, don't worry about that stuff right now. Okay, and if you want to make sure that you can be in the best position possible, just really lead with Carbon Copy Pro, because that's your best bet with being successful in this business. Okay, now what you really need to do is focus on money making activities. Alright, so first thing is use your Carbon Copy Pro pages. Use the system. Alright, that's what it's here for. They've spent a lot of money, a lot of time testing the pages. So a lot of the sales copy that's already pre-written inside the Carbon Copy Pro pages, in your thank you page, in your application page, I mean, these have been tested really, really well. So they work, guys. These pages will convert people into your business. All you need to do is just generate as much leads as possible. All right. So the more leads that you generate, the more the higher your chances of success. Okay, so call your leads. Make sure you pick up the telephone. Work on increasing your conversion on your pages. I'm going to teach you how to do this later on. All right, step by step. Learn how to generate more leads every day. It's all about marketing. So once you get your system up and running, it's all about learning how to generate 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 leads a day. Okay, this is the only thing that's going to generate that's going to make you money, guys. Okay, and then you've got to brand your entire system. Record your own videos, edit your autoresponders to give it a bit of a personal touch. Okay, if you guys don't do these things, then you're not going to generate any money in this business and in this system. Alright, and again, this is why I created this video. I want you guys to understand what really works and what doesn't. Alright, so I hope you understand the process. And once you're done with this video, the next video I'm going to show you how to start to record your own videos, how to edit your autoresponders, how to generate your own leads, and how to edit your landing page, your main landing page, which is very, very important. Okay, so all you need to do is follow my lead. Okay, do this step by step, and you're going to be in a great position. So I'll see you in the next video. Take care.